So Kathy and I would like to say that we've lost our son Thomas. He was 18 years old. He died for absolutely no reason, walking down a Sydney street at 7 minutes past 10 p.m. on a Friday night. And I think we all need to realise that in Sydney we should be able to walk down a street without fear of violent attacks. We've spent the last hour in court listening to the verdict, which supports the offender and leaves us as the victim's family completely cold, shocked, and just beyond disbelief that the sentence was just so lenient. And it's time that this state, that Barry O'Farrell, finally did something about alcohol-fueled violence to make a difference, to make us all safe, so that we don't have to see these situations continuously happening in the city. And until the state government stands up and says something and does something instead of avoiding the questions of alcohol-fueled violence, then these kind of attacks are going to continue again and again and again. And our family, I can't tell you what it's like to lose a child of 18 years old who had his whole life in front of him, and his life is considered meaningless by the state, meaningless because the verdict today is simply shocking for the public, and we shouldn't have to stand for this. I'm going to hand you over to my wife, Kathy.
Kathy, do you want to say anything?
I just wanted to say that the offender was on conditional liberty, which was imposed on him exactly 1 month to the day before he hit our son and took his life. And that conditional liberty was, a big part of that was being on his best behaviour. And 1 month into an 18-month conditional liberty, he was walking the streets, and not only did he punch and kill our son, he continued on a rampage to punch and hurt other people. You know, this was our son, a boy that was young, honest, and at the brink of starting his life, and he's gone. And the next person it could be your son. And on top of that, we've had another boy die this week. I mean, how many boys or how many of our children have to die before somebody does something to change these laws, to make people accountable for what they do? If they're never going to be accountable and they get a slap on the wrist, then they're just going to keep offending week after week after week, and somebody else is going to be standing here in a few months or a year's time like we are and be heartbroken.
4 years
It's
for your son's life.
It would never be enough. No matter what he got, it would never have been enough. But 4 years, it's a joke, an absolute joke, and we're horrified, absolutely horrified.
Thank you both very much. Thank you.